Alright, so in this question here, we're being asked to find the product of two functions. Let's give it a look. So, told f of x is x plus 3 and g of x is x squared plus 8x plus 15. And they want us to determine f times g of x. So, that's going to be y equals x plus 3 times x squared plus 8x plus 15. Now if we wanted to, we could expand this out and then factor it. But that seems a little bit silly to me because it's already almost in factored form. We just got to factor this right here. So that would become y equals x plus 3, x plus 3, x plus 5. If you're wondering how I turn this into that, it's because two numbers that multiply to 15 and add to 8 are positive 3 and positive 5. Then we have the 2x plus 3, so we can turn this into x plus 3 squared times x plus 5. Guess what? This is a question from all the way back to sections 2.1 and 2.2, where we were just sketching polynomials. So if you can recall here, the roots of this are going to be negative 3 and negative 5. We're going to have a y-intercept of $45. And I never wrote the term y-intercept. So that's there if you need it. And now we're basically ready to sketch this. Oh, also, the end behaviors. I gotta talk about those briefly. It's odd and positive. So therefore it's basically going to have the same end behaviors as a simple function like y equals x, which if you can recall starts in Q3, ends in Q1, like so. So now we have everything we need to sketch this. If you can recall, for the y's on our scale, I'm not going to write anything except for that point it goes through. I'm going to label it as 45. So our x's are generally pretty negative here. And our y here, I'm going to hit it up at 45. So like so. And then we're going to go start down here, and then work our way up over here. And remember here that we're going to bounce at negative 3. Or then a different color marker here. Because it's squared. So if you're struggling with doing this, I highly recommend going back and watching the videos from section 2.2 because you're going to have to know how to do this for the final exam. And we're right before the final exam, so it's a good chance to review this. So we're going to bounce and then we're going to go up like that. So in terms of our domain and range, well, this turns into a cubic function which has an unrestricted domain. And the range is also unrestricted. You can recall the end behaviors are opposite, meaning one's going up, the other's going down, or one's going down, the other's going up. Then y can be anything. We'll hit all the y values on the downside and all the y values on the upside. And we'll hit all the x values on the left side and all the x values on the right side. Now, one way to determine the domain of this is we just simply look at f of x, it's x plus 3, and g of x, it's x squared plus 8x plus 15. Now, with products, the domain is the intersection of the two. So they're both unrestricted, so therefore the intersection is just unrestricted. So the domain would have to be XER. It's very similar to sums and differences. Actually, it's not even similar, it's the exact same. All right, thanks.